Hey y'all, it's your girl Tezlyn Figaro. Now this week, President Trump signed an executive order to dismantle the Department of Education. And when I tell you, I got so many texts, so many DMs, so many calls saying, what's going on, Tezlyn? Are we actually gonna have a Department of Education? Well, the reality is Congress will have to actually approve this. But the moral to the story is not about if it's going to actually happen or not. The moral to the story is President Trump is once again delivering for his base. Now, I know many of you will say, well, it's not delivering if it actually doesn't happen, and they're still going to have to go through the paperwork. That's not the point, guys. The point is he has told his base that he would dismantle the Department of Education, knowing damn well he can't just do it with a stroke of a pen. But the fact that he's willing to fight for it, the fact that he's willing to put it in black and white, the fact that he's willing to tell his base, hey guys, I know this makes absolutely no sense at all. I know there's not a chance in hell of it happening. People love to see him fight. And that's what people are asking the Democrat Party to do. They're asking you to actually try to do something, to show up at the bus stop, to take a swing, to do something besides just saying, we can't do nothing with a minority. I've been talking about this for year over year over year over year. People love a fighter. They want you in the ring. Town halls all over the country are literally begging you to take a punch. Write something, do something, scream something, say something besides what you cannot do. And in the meantime, if you can't make a change through policy, then have another play. If me as an individual can figure out how to organize a couple of hundred people here in Atlanta at a town hall to give them the resources they need, you can do the same. Take it out your paycheck. Figure out how you can provide resources for career transition. Figure out how you can help nonprofits through public-private funding. And if you can't find the funding, then write the check your damn self. My goal this week was to do a little bit more commentary on telling Democrats you need to get it together and Republicans need to stop confusing folks. But you know what? I woke up with the spirit of my mother in me this morning. And I said, I'm not gonna do another conversation begging for help. Yes, I said nan. My mother used to say, don't have them people call me at my job one more time about the same thing. So I've decided that rather than continuing to beg, today we're gonna do some bossing. It's pretty much clear that Democrats are gonna continue to gaslight, avoid, make excuses, throw in the towel. Very clear the Republicans are going to keep confusing y'all. One week is this policy, next week it's another one. Oh, the judge stopped it. Oh, now we releasing it, not releasing it, signing the executive order. Just total confusion. They're going to continue to keep causing chaos, having y'all fighting in the comments. And they're going to continue to tear down government as we know it. Now, I've been asking Democrats, well, what can you do in the meantime? Clearly, they can't figure it out, so your girl Tezlyn Figaro is going to figure it out for you. We're going to figure this out. So today, I'm going to give you some tips on SOS. This is not a plea for help. It is a save ourselves. We're going to save our own shit this time around. And this is not some delusional do-for-self campaign that's saying we can just completely go to some magical island and we don't need government interference and we can just create our own every single entity in government. This is also not my typical position of how we need to run for office, how we need to take position, because that's a long-term strategy, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. This is a right now, effective right now, what can you do to make a difference in your own life? This is self-preservation at the highest level, but also not just doing for self, but doing for community. Very easy to say do for self, do for self, do for self. Well, this is for those who give a damn beyond just self and also want to do for community. How do you do those two things? How do you relieve the anxiety? How can you have some practical tips on what to do? So I'm going to give you a few solutions. The first one is save. I want you to reduce your monthly expenses. Figure out where you can cut back. $5 here, $2 here. That dating app that you paying for on the low, $19.99. I guess I'm talking to myself. You know what I'm talking about. That dating app that you be paying for $19.99, you ain't found them anyway, sis, so you might as well just go on and cancel and say the $19.99. The extra little fees that stack up, reduce it. See how to make a difference. Clip coupons. One of the things I like to do is I order all my groceries online. It allows you to apply digital coupons right there. 2 for 1, 20 cents off, $5 off. And I know a lot of y'all balling, so this don't make a difference to you, but it makes a difference to me. Save, reduce your monthly income. Also, you need to be wise in your decisions. You know, I know that cousin that keep coming to you saying all he needs is $10,000. Remember? He said just 10,000, he can flip it into 10 million, but he never got the 10,000 on his own, always needs you. This ain't the time. It's not the time for the get rich schemes. It's not the time for, oh, let me just go take this money and flip it and come back. No, save it. We're in bunker down season right now as we speak. When these tariffs come through and hit, because eventually they are, I want you to be prepared. This is not fear mongering. It's about being prepared. It's about being prophetic. Yes, we want to speak those things as if they are so. We want to pray, but we also want to be in position. Sitting around being delusional, putting your head in the sand. Oh, the Lord gonna work it out. The tariffs are coming. Faith without what works is dead. So be in position. Also, number 2, shack. That's right, shack. Now I'm not talking about just relationships, romantic relationships, living with somebody. I'm talking about having a roommate. Now I know many of y'all think y'all above it. I don't want no roommate. Who gonna clean the kitchen? Who gonna clean the bathroom? You better get over it and figure it out. If you got a large enough space where you can have a roommate chip in that extra $1,000, you better do just that. Instead of pushing your kids out at 18 and telling them you need to figure it out, you might want to have them come back and chip in and get a job and shack to combine your resources. Also, shack means business owners as well. Rather than looking at somebody that sells the same services as a competitor, look at them as a Conrad. I'm not saying don't start that new business. I'm saying if you're going to open up a beauty salon, bring somebody else into it. For me, I have a communications business. Hey, I can write a press release. Can you do the PR? Combine those services. Go get you a postcard, get you some mailers, put the money in together, send it out. Figure out how to work with each other. That's what I mean when I say shack. Not just living together, but combining businesses together. Third thing, secure. I am an M60 gunner in the U.S. Air Force. Now, I know many of y'all don't believe in securing the strap, but I do, because when the economy goes down, crime goes up. And if you want to be reincarnated and become a turtle, a dog, cat, fish, whatever it is, I got you. Protect yourself by the 2A right to protect yourself and secure the permit. And I also want you to do an assessment to secure your own tribe. Find out who among your friends actually has a deed to the house. If something go down, who owns the house? Who owns the car? Do you have a generator? Chip in, get a generator. Now I know y'all saying, Tez, you act like the world is coming to an end. This is fear mongering. Well, good, start shaking in your boots. Because ignoring it is not the option. And then I also want you to secure the nonprofits that you care about, because they absolutely cannot depend on government funding. So if it's that organization that does gang intervention, that organization that has a reading program, that organization for recidivism, helping our brothers and sisters stay out of prison, give them $50. Give them $40. Now, again, not going without your budget, but if you say I'm going to give $100 a month and I'm going to divide that to 2 or 3 organizations just to make sure we secure ourselves, that's what I mean by secure. You can secure your own self and be just about you, or you also can have something to secure the community. This is not about millions of people This is literally micro-organizing with your own community, 50 people in a room, 100 people in a room, 10 people in your family. If your family ain't with it, go build your own tribe. I'm gonna help you do that right here. I want you to follow me at Tezlyn Figaro on Instagram, follow Revolt News, and we're going to continue to keep digging deeper into what we can do to save ourselves. Now, I always say use it, lose it, but I can't make you choose it. But you better get to choosing some of them tips I gave you. It's gonna make your life a lot better. Peace.